This show is clean, pretty much.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 719. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on earth, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Today, Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer, plus part 2 of my Into an interview with the lead singer of the band DANGERMAKER, Adam Burnett, and the largest flying dinosaur has been found. Luckily, it's dead. Mike's Daily Podcast. Because I don't want that thing flying around, picking up my car and dropping it. I think if something did that, it would hurt my head. Mike's Daily Podcast. Madame Rutabaga on the last show told me that she likes the period clothes, period costumes that we wear. My name's Mike. And that bet you didn't know we wore period clothes on this show. It's probably something that you didn't know. And you know what? You really could never know. Mike's Daily Podcast. Since this is an audio adventure and not a video one. And that's why we daily are the better for it podcast. But what? Yeah! When you get old and you get drunk, you get really stupid. Yes, when you're young and you get drunk, you get stupid too. But something about old people drunk is extremely humorous. Look who just walked in.
Hello, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, job supervisor. I've never been drunk.
Really? Never?
No, Mike Matthews. I think that getting drunk is bad because you lose control of your senses.
Yes, but that's why some people get drunk, is to lose control, so that they are no longer being controlled by life's pressures and depressions and stress.
Yeah, okay, like whatever.
Look who else just walked in. Hello, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman! And this is John Deere the engineer. Mike, why do you bring up this topic? Well, the other day, Basil the Boxer and I were in the fine little town of Niles, California, which is sort of a train town, sort of a Charlie Chaplin town, because they filmed... Charlie Chaplin went out there to film some movies in his early days, and they filmed westerns out there, you know, all those silent movie stuff. Anyway, Niles is not too far away from Podcastro Valley, California, and there's this place I like to go because they've got some amazing beers, and you can sit outside, and then there's like a taco truck across the street that makes these awesome tacos. It's just a wonderful Niles experience. But I'm sitting right next to, the other day, at this place, 2 older couples. And the one older lady, she was pretty drunk, and she kept doing this sound. Glug, glug, glug. Glug, glug, glug. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone my age or younger ever make that sound. So maybe this is a generational thing from some commercial from her childhood or something. But she kept going glug, glug, glug. Anyway, I thought that was very odd. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Because, Mike Matthews, that's a really strange observation.
Yes, it is. But I just thought about how when you get drunk, you say things stupid, dumb. And I am not drunk right now, so don't say anything. I'm drinking water. My fine little tumbler of water. Yes, tumblers. It's not just a website where people post pictures of people being drunk and such. Mike, I didn't realize we had to wear period costumes on this show! Yeah, it just makes us look better. You know what else makes us look better is when we tell you fascinating true stories like this. From io9.com, a non-aviation dinosaur with exceptionally long feathers has been discovered in China. The name of this dinosaur is the Changyuraptor yangi. Yeah, let's hear it for Changyuraptor yangi. It was 125 million years ago that it was flying. A flying raptor that measured nearly 4 feet long, making it the largest theropod that ever took to the air. It belonged to a group of predatory feathered dinosaurs called Microraptorines, a group which included several small four-winged species. They're called four-winged not because they had 4 wings, but on account of the exceptionally long feathers on their hind legs. This article says it's important to note that pterosaurs were not dinosaurs, and this discovery shows that these creatures were flying long before birds split off from dinosaurs, with tail feathers that were nearly a foot long, about 30% the total length of the skeleton. The new fossil contains the longest known feathers for any non-avian dinosaur. Wow, last week we had hedgehogs the size of thumbs, now the largest flying dinosaurs. Cool. And the timing of the study is interesting. It arrives about a week after the announcement of the discovery of the largest bird to have ever flown. What do you think about this fascinating discovery? Email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. Do you just get all baffled by hearing this stuff and about animals that were so huge that once roamed this planet? Or could you care less? Email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section emails from email. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show. MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. And then there's the website, MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Go there to find the link to where to listen to the show in iTunes and subscribe to us there. And you can rate and comment on the show there. That helps the show get more notice. There's also the Facebook page. A link to that can be found at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Like the Facebook page, and when I post a new show, share it with your friends. More people find out about us that way, too. There's also links to where to find us on Twitter, Tumblr, Yelp, Mixcloud, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube. There's the Amazon deal of the day. Click on that and buy something at a tremendous discount, and that also helps us out, too. There's also the blog, the Daily Podcast Picture, and all the past interviews that I have done, all there at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
Into an interview.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm speaking with Adam Burnett of the band DangerMaker, and you guys, I've been looking at your Facebook page, and it appears that your keyboard player, David DeAngelis, likes ties.
He does, yes. Dave works as a music teacher by day at a school, so you know he's got to dress to impress a little more than the rest of us, maybe. And part of that comes with wearing a tie sometimes. But I think Dave, as far as I understand it, his family kind of knows him as the musical guy in the family. So you know, every Christmas, that's kind of the go-to gift for Dave.
Oh, get him a tie.
Some sort of music tie or
music
something
tie.
Like that.
That's cool. You know, I have a lack of ties, so I kind of like his position that he's getting ties. That's
well, you can talk to him. Maybe I'm sure he's got a few extra for you.
We'll do a tie swap.
Yeah, right.
And then I also noticed that Neko Fuzzmonk, your bass player, loves food. Yes,
definitely a foodie.
And he's got like he'll do like a little thing about what he was eating. He takes interesting pictures of food. And one was something called a wasabi Godzilla.
Yeah. Neko's how would I say it?
Hungry?
He's hungry. Yes, he's hungry often, not just 3 times a day.
I like the Wasabi Godzilla though. That was neat. I can see a whole Saturday morning cartoon franchise with Wasabi Godzilla.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, tell me about the song Desdemona. And I watched the video, and there's the really. Where did you find the hot blonde in the red, wearing red? And she was basically an actress that we found. To do the video. Yeah. And you guys are on a carousel.
Yeah, that's in Golden Gate Park. We shot that here in the city.
And you must have had to go around and around quite a few times.
We did go around a few times, yeah. We were there for probably, I want to say 3 to 4 hours.
Wow.
So, yeah, we didn't keep it running that whole time, but I did get a little busy.
Yeah, Carlos is playing the drums on the carousel. That must be weird to be playing with centrifugal force.
Yeah, it was weird. It was fun, though. it was fun to play, guitar sitting on a big zebra. I think I was on a big zebra.
Yeah. I love the zebra. I guess when I'm on a carousel, I'm usually on a horse, huh? I'm not usually on a zebra.
Yeah, we chose that carousel. Well, one, because there aren't many carousels around, but that one it's not your standard, racehorse. It's got all kinds of stuff. That goes on a big cat. I can't remember what Dave was on, like a big bird or something. But yeah, it's crazy. If you've never been there, it's cool to check out.
And I liked how in the video you're kind of jumping between these people in a very adult situation, and yet they're suddenly kids. And that was kind of the concept of the video, was to kind of show how some people grow up and place priorities in these things that we all think are supposed to be adult values. And sometimes when you take a step back, it's really kind of childish. It's like we haven't changed much. The things around us have changed, I guess. Right. Profound. Yeah, I love that. Well, let's listen to the song, and this is from Black Dream.
Yes. This was our full-length album that came out earlier this year, so probably a lot of what you had heard when you came to see us, I think.
Okay. DangerMaker.bandcamp.com.
Yes.
And see the video. Watch the video to this. Desdemona, it's Danger Maker. We're talking to Adam Burnett on Mike's Daily Podcast. Desdemona by the band DangerMaker as we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. And we will speak to Adam Burnett again tomorrow with the finale of my Into an Interview with the band DangerMaker.
And here's today's podcast picture.
About a year ago, I went to Bodega Bay and camped. It was fun. Basil the Boxer and we had a great time. He didn't bark like that all night then. I will say visiting Bodega Bay in the summer is quite chilly, and so I was quite insulated with my clothing. See that picture of Basil the Boxer and I on the wonderful Bodega Bay countryside or sandy side. Dunes is what they are. Really, dunes. So check that out, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Oh, and I don't have any links to it, but look up Weird Al Yankovic's new video, the one he came out with yesterday for his parody of Blurred Lines. It's called Word Crimes. It is the funniest video he has ever done. The guy, how long has he been doing this sort of thing? Over 30 years? And he has topped himself yet again, and this parody is brilliant, and it's nice stab at what people are really doing too much of these days, young and old alike, and that is horrible word crimes, using grammar in the incorrect way. I know I'm no gleaming example of how to use grammar, but the texting that goes on these days, the blogging, the emails are just deplorable how people write. And it's like nobody cares. And I feel like we all should be carrying some red ink pens and start correcting people's incorrect grammar and spelling. And thank you, Weird Al Yankovic, for pointing it out. Check that video out now. It's on your local internets.
Well, Mike Matthews, you're really passionate about it.
I did not do so well in math in school. I was more of an English person because I speak it, sort of. But yeah, it's just so funny. This video, go see it.
Isn't Weird Al Yankovic the guy that always used food in his parodies?
Yeah, he had instead of beat it, he called it eat it, and instead of my Sharona, it was my Bologna. Instead of bad, it was I'm fat. Yeah, he uses food a lot. Instead of addicted to love, it was addicted to spuds. Oh, and he also has a video out for the song that he did, which is a spoof of Pharrell Williams' Happy, It's Tacky. And the video features Jack Black and a bunch of other comedians kind of spoofing the Pharrell Williams song for Happy, and they're all wearing tacky clothing. But the Word Crimes is really good. Mike, I can't wait to watch it! It would appear, Mike, that Weird Al Yankovic seems to have a thing for songs that include Pharrell Williams. Wow, very astute, John Deere the engineer. Yes, both those songs, Blurred Lines and Happy, include Pharrell Williams in them. But now my music trivia brain has worn out, and I'm getting a little bit chafed wearing this period clothing. Can I get out of it now, Madam Rutabaga?
I will think about it.
Ooh! Tomorrow we will bring you the finale of the Into an Interview with DangerMaker. Plus we'll hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!
Mike, I just drank a bunch of muscle milk so I can buff up and it sound like glug, glug, glug.